William Wyke writes, "Hey guys and gals, love the show. The next Star Wars movie looks amazing, but I'm worried that the quality of the movies will diminish because they've planned too many. What worries me more is that Star Wars will be crushed under the weight of a bunch of mediocre novels and comics. The old EU was never canon, thank God, but I'm worried that too much Star Wars will kill my favorite movie franchise. Your thoughts?"
I don't think the number of Star Wars movies says anything towards whether that means they'll be better or whether that means, oh, this could make it bad because there's too many to do. I've never understood that, and some people try to argue against this comparison I make, but the comparison is very valid. Nobody said, wait a minute, you're gonna do 12 episodes of Breaking Bad? That's too many! We can't do 12 episodes of Breaking Bad in 1 year, way too many. Of course you can, it's all about each individual film will be its own thing. And do they treat each individual film with respect and care and put in the creativity and the excitement, all that kind of stuff. That's all that matters. Now, as far as your comment about the expanded universe stuff, I am actually in agreement with you. I was not happy when they said, well, first of all, I was happy when they definitively said all EU stuff is non-canon, except for the Thrawn trilogy. I was kind of hoping that would sneak in. But I was not personally happy when they said, all expanded universe stuff moving forward, all the new stuff they create, the video games, the comic books, the novelizations and stuff like that, those are all canon. I think they are setting themselves up for disaster. I really do. I think in a couple of years they're going to realize they have weaved so many webs that they're eventually going to become self-contradictory and it's going to become a pain in the ass and a hassle. I hope I'm wrong. I've read 2 of the new Star Wars Expanded Universe novels so far. There are only 2 so far.
Only 2 novels. The third one comes out in March.
Right. The third one comes out in March. I was not a big fan of A New Dawn. Actually, I thought it was actually kind of boring. But I was a huge fan of their Tarkin one. So there's a novel out there just on Grand Moff Tarkin, which was really, really great. So I'm enjoying some of the stuff. I just think long term, I don't think they thought this out. And I think they're going to I think for the first year or 2, it's going to feel great. And later it's going to be disaster. I really hope I'm wrong, and I hope it just all turns out to be daisies and rainbows. But anyway, Christian, your thoughts on all this?
I got to completely disagree with you on it, is because for what they didn't do with the old expanded universe was they didn't have this
control
and this story group.
Yeah.
They didn't have this group that knew exactly what was going on with Pablo Hidalgo and Leland Shee. All the authors, all the video games, everyone checks in with these guys to figure out, and they find out exactly what is happening in the timeline. Excuse me. And the comic books, the Star Wars comics, and the Darth Vader comic that has come out so far, they have interweaved the in-between. I think it actually furthers the story, and I think Rebels, Simon Kinberg, and all these guys know the involvement of the team now is something that you never had before. And to go into the question as far as films go, what you have to realize is, because I know the initial thought is, because Maud Garrett and I were talking about this the other day actually, is the thing is, when the initial thought with these movies, that's too many. 1 Star Wars movie a year is too many. 2 is going to be too many. You forget there's 2 things we don't know. First, we haven't seen the execution of the first 2 films. We haven't seen Episode 7, and we haven't seen the standalone movie. The other thing is, inside of all of this, is that there's so much history with Star Wars. You have the 30 years in between, or 20 years between Episode 3 and 4, and then 30 years in between Episode 6 and 7, and then let's not forget about the Old Republic, which hasn't even been touched yet. There's so much there that, like any other universe, that new characters, different genres, splitting up to what they did with Marvel, spy genre, space operas. There's so much you can do. It's execution first, and then people will want more. Right now, I get the whoa, but I think that'll change.
Dennis?
Well, I'm not too worried either, just because, take the Marvel Universe, for example. Disney bought Marvel, and then they create how many movies? At least 2 movies a year. They're going to expand to 3 movies a year. And maybe some people would argue with this, but they really haven't put out any stinkers. They put ones that were fantastic. They put out some that were good, and there were some that were mediocre. But the quality has shown through, and I think Disney owning Star Wars, that's going to happen the same way. We're going to see some fantastic ones. We're going to see some just good ones, and we're going to see some mediocre ones. But I don't think they're going to take the franchise. The way that the question sounds is like it's just going to, because there's too many, that it's just going to keep going down, down and down, and then it's just going to completely suck. So I'm not worried about that happening.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.